I am rocking some serious bedhead today, but it's 90 degrees outside, it's humid, and we're just rolling with it.
Give me faith, trust what you say.
Hey everybody, it's Gab. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Today I decided I would just sit down and share with you guys my testimony. A couple weeks ago on June 11th, 2017, I was baptized. Being baptized was something that I never got around to. It was something that I never thought I was worthy of. I had a lot of shame and guilt on my shoulders, and I just didn't ever want to fully commit to Christ. And I finally decided, you know what, His love is everlasting, it's ever enduring, and why not just say screw it, I'm gonna get baptized, I'm gonna live for the Lord and just be done with it. And that's what I did. For those of you that don't know what baptism is, basically it's you making a public pledge saying that you're gonna live your life for the Lord and say that you accept Him into your life, and that's basically it. Up until this point, I didn't fully grasp the meaning of being baptized or why people get baptized. I didn't think it was something that was necessary. And you don't have to get baptized, but in doing it, you're, like I said, making a public pledge to yourself and the Lord that you are living your life for Him and you accept Him into your life. And so now I'm going to share with you guys my testimony. I have it written down in front of me, and I could talk on and on. I can make like a 30-minute video about my past and how I got to Christ, and then if you guys have any questions or anything like that, I'd be happy to answer. If I get a lot of questions, maybe make a second video, but for right now I'm just going to share with you guys the gist of how I came to follow Jesus. So as a child, I was raised Christian, and I would go to church like every so often. Basically the only other people who are Christians in our family who go to church are my grandparents. So whenever we'd sleep over their house, we'd go to church on Sunday because that was the rule, and that's what we did. God, these bugs and these birds are so loud. So when I was younger, I loved Jesus. I had a really big heart for Him, and I was just so satisfied in Him. But as I got older, I went to church less and less, and I started to fall short of my faith. And so I was aware of what sin was, but you come to terms where you have to make decisions in your life, and you can either choose to be aware of sin and either abide to not sinning, or just ignore God and sin. And that's sort of what happened. I'm not gonna go into details, but I was sexually abused when I was 15 years old, and because of what had happened, that kind of stripped me of any self-worth that I had. I just lost respect for myself. I didn't think God loved me after what had happened, and I just basically started living in this world like everybody else who doesn't have Jesus in their life. I started to date whoever I wanted, have sex with whoever I wanted, and I used to get really, really drunk to the point where I don't even know how I'm alive. I never did drugs. The only drug I ever did was weed. So I'm very grateful for that, because say I did heroin, I probably wouldn't be alive. But yeah, you guys basically get it. I don't have to go into too much detail, but I was not the best version of myself when I was 16, 17, and even 18. And I'm gonna let this dog inside because he is crying. So when I was 18, this is like after I had graduated high school, I had moved and I started going to a new church. When I started going to this new church, the pastor at this new church was amazing. I went to this church. I started going when I was 18. I stopped going just right before I moved down here. But when I started going to this church, we started learning about salvation and the Lord and God's grace and God's love for you. And I was in disbelief. I was like, there's no way God loves me after everything that I've done, the type of person that I am. There's no way God loves me. So basically I was in disbelief that receiving God's love and becoming saved could be that easy. I was just in disbelief of it. I was like, that's it? All I have to do is say, Jesus, I'm yours. I'm living for you and I can be saved. That's it? I was literally in disbelief. I did not think I was worthy of God's love, and I didn't think it was that easy to receive God's love. Basically, I was living on the fence for a while, and I wanted to please the Lord and start taking steps towards the Lord and a better future with Him, but the part of me that was still living in this world still wanted to live in this world. I still wanted to get shit-faced drunk. I still wanted to have sex whenever I wanted. I still wanted to just do whatever I wanted and not fall on my faith. And for somebody who has Jesus in their life, you come into these circumstances where you're like, okay, this isn't working out. I cannot do the things of this world and try and satisfy the Lord and try and please the Lord and be a Christian if I'm going to continue to do these things. It doesn't work. It doesn't, at least for me, it doesn't work for me. So I started thinking, okay, I don't want to be as wrongful as I am. I'm going to start making some serious changes and start doing the things that the Lord would want me to do. So I was with a man for 4 years, and obviously we had sex. And when I broke it to him that I didn't want to do that anymore, he was kind of like really offended. He was like, well, we never needed Jesus before. Why are we letting Jesus come in between us? Why all of a sudden does it matter? We've already done it for so long. Why does it even matter if we stop? And I said, it's just, I can feel it in my bones that Jesus doesn't want me to do it. It's not because I don't want to. My flesh seriously wants to have sex with you, but God is showing me that it's not the right thing to do, and I have to protect my spiritual being. And for somebody who isn't a follower of God or doesn't really necessarily believe in that kind of stuff, it's really, really hard for them to grasp that and understand. So we started having serious arguments. Not only did I just not want to have sex with him because of my spiritual being, because he wasn't Christian, I was resenting him more and more. I already resented him for everything that he was. Because he wasn't following God the way I want my future husband to, I was just resenting him. I didn't love him anymore. I fell out of love with him, and it was like just painful to have sex with somebody that you don't love and aren't necessarily that attracted to. Like, there was just more reasons than one as to why I didn't want to have sex with him, but Jesus was the number one reason. So yeah, basically there were so many reasons as to why I didn't want to be with him, and God was like showing me all these signs, and for such a long time I ignored all these signs. Probably for the last 2 years of our relationship, I just completely ignored anything that God was trying to show me. And when I finally started listening, it made it so clear that I wasn't supposed to be with him. Through God's grace and his strength, I really truthfully, I can't tell if I'm in focus or not. I really truthfully believe that if I didn't pray or I didn't put all my faith in God, there's no way that I would have made it out of that relationship alive, because he was so controlling, so manipulative. Anything that I had shared with him that I was feeling, he would like wash that idea out of my head and tell me exactly what I wanted to hear and what he wanted. He had like no regard for how I was feeling or what I was going through, and it was like really shitty because I wanted the best for him, and it seemed like he never really cared about what was best for me. So anyway, moving onward to the good part. I left him, obviously. I moved down here in April, and here we are. We're going into July now, and I am so happy where I am right now. I am very confused, don't get me wrong, because I feel like God took me out of that relationship. He put me where I am. I'm taking steps towards the Lord. I'm putting Him first in everything that I do. But I still feel an aching in my heart because there are certain things that I miss and that I want, and I feel like God's placed these things in my heart and in my life, and I don't know why yet. Anyway, yeah, I'll conclude. I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, I could talk on and on about the things that I've done in my life and the changes that have happened in my life, the doors that have closed and opened, but I'll conclude with saying that even though I have God in my life and I'm trying to be the best Christian that I can be and just listen to Him and follow His will for me and His purpose and His plan for me, because honestly, at the end of the day, I just want to satisfy the Lord and do His works. And if anything, if the only thing I gain in this world is Jesus, He'll forever and always will be enough. But it would be nice if I could be blessed with things of this world at the same time. I think we could all say that. So when I gave my testimony, I shared a verse, and I'll share it with you guys today. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. And it's the God honest truth. I feel like I'm free in Him, and He set me free not only spiritually but physically in my life from things that were holding me back from Him, and just all around. He's blessed me so much, and He continues to bless me every single day. I'm so in love with God and so in awe of Him. I'll share with you guys another verse that I memorized, that it's one of my favorite verses. I fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hands. And I say this verse to myself all the time whenever I'm going through a hard time, or when I feel short of God's faith or feel like I'm alone in this world. I just know that God is there to catch me when I fall, and everything will be all right. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you are somebody who's watching this who doesn't necessarily believe in the Lord or think it's just a bunch of mumble jumble, I totally understand where you're coming from, because honestly, I see so many people who don't have God in their lives, and look at them, they are going on vacations every other week, and it's like, okay, I would like to go to Bora Bora, I would like to go to Dubai, but here I am working my ass off trying to make a living. God has different plans for everybody in this world, and if you put God first, He'll make these plans clear to you. So just know that your life will be better with God than it is without God. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't like to preach too much, but that's all I'm gonna say. And I hope that if you gained anything from this video, it's that God loves you. Don't ever feel like He doesn't, because even when you're shamefully in sin or going through whatever you're going through right now, He's just waiting for you. So yeah, I love you guys, and if you aren't subscribed, do not forget to subscribe, because it would mean so much to me. I'm trying so hard to grow my channel, and I just want to make you guys happy and have you guys make me happy and create a little family here on my channel, and that's basically it. So I love you guys. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!